we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Get a look at this Seahawk offense as they come out there. And the quarterback brought in as part of that big offseason trade, now in his 4th NFL season, Drew Lock.
It wasn't the easiest of times in Denver for Drew Lock, who was unseated after a single 4-win season as the Broncos starter. The Russell Wilson trade sent him to a fresh start and a starting opportunity with the Seahawks. Maybe a change of scenery is exactly what's needed to bring the potential out of the former second-round pick.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in the unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Kamara. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Saints at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Delayed game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Here's Lance. There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Lance going to sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and that leads to New Orleans first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 70. And the Saints use the only turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After 7-0. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Lutz now to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. Locke's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And after the Russell Wilson trade, you have to ask, will Tyler Lockett be able to extend his streak of 1,000-yard seasons to 4 without the only quarterback he's ever played with in the NFL? But the way he plays, a very steady presence who catches everything in sight, I think he's got a good chance of extending that streak and becoming best friends with his new quarterback along the way. He certainly looked like it on that first down catch.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They look to throw. It's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside of the 20. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Adam Humphries. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 2nd and 9, Lance, and Thomas has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Holding offense.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing now is Lance. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the right side and complete to Thomas. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Let's go on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So that consumes 9 plays in total. And it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this 1st half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Out to the right to Humphries. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They've not allowed receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Locke. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Block now to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here are the Saints to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They start the second half with Kamara. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 1, Lance looking left side. That's caught by Landry. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Lance. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Locke. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And the second run hitch really helped him. He had to turn it loose. And boy, he went in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll run for it with Penny. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints will have the football back.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. But I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's Lance. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable for Lockett. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Locke. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run. And a good footwork nearly all for nothing. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd down back to throw. This complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Lock now on first down. Returning right back to Lockett. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Second down and 3. From midfield, here's Locke. He's got Humphries on a quick slant. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his right out. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On second and 9, Locke. Now wasting time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Again, it's Locke. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. On second and 9, Lance. He gets it to Thomas. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Lance now on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Lance. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Trey Lance, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Looks with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Kind of picked themselves up from that one.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down moment. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They look to throw. It's Locke. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Locke's throw caught here by Metcalf. 2nd and 2. Now Locke. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Locke going to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Locke's throw into the hands of Fan. And he'll work this down inside the 30. Locke to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Here's Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Myers connects on the PAT, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. It's been going all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So now Locke and the Seahawks down 24-14, 36 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Now Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're going to get another one. Defensively getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get back for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away.
I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the park and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it.